Alright everybody, welcome back to another Warframe cosplay. Today we are rocking the, we're rocking, Tron, or I don't know, I guess Kevin Flynn. You know, a dude from Tron, specifically from Tron Legacy, was what, 2010? Um, because I love the original Tron movie, I do. Um, but I think that the costumes in Tron Legacy look really awesome and are more cosplayable. So, yeah, we've got everything, hold on. Well, first of all, one thing at a time. Welcome back. It's been a while since I made a video, so, thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about the look, shall we? So, I'm going to go through the loadout first, actually. So, picked the Prisma Tetra and the Gamma Cord because they're both just laser weapons. And, you don't really see the characters in the Tron universe use firearms a whole lot. But I figure if they did, it would be something, some little laser pew-pew thing. Well, I guess I haven't seen Tron Ares, so I don't really know what they do with that. But anyway, um, yeah, laser beam, laser ray caster blaster thing. Oh, that's super cool. I love when it does that. And then the big kicker, right, is the identity disc. I'm using the Falcor, um, which I even went so far as to make a special build for, which we'll see in a second. It's not that special. The way I see it, you have three choices for uh, an identity disc weapon in this game. You've got the Falcor, you've got the Zorus, but I didn't like how skinny this edge was, and then also when it folds up, it's not a disc really. Um, it just turns into like a little bar. It doesn't sit as pretty, and there's just less material to look at. It's really like just the disc. So not my favorite. And or the final option is the Orvius, which again, it's not great. First of all, when this one folds up, it folds in half, so it's like a crescent shape. Not great. And then I do like that it has more actual metal, more black disc, but it doesn't have enough energy edge. Why is it so? It doesn't have enough of this energy edge. So we stuck with the Falcor. I love this big, wide energy band. And then when you put it away, look at how nicely it sits on your back if you're using the back slot, which actually I need to show you that too. Before we go on to the Warframe look, which, I mean, I'm sure you can interpret with your eyeballs here. So here's the lineup. We've got it on the glaive upper back holster, and then this is where I have everything positioned. I kind of got it to sit, like, sort of nicely over this, like, spike that sticks out of the back of Excalibur's back. It kind of looks like a little peg that it hooks onto, it sets on. I'm actually really pleased with how that worked out. Yes, the colors on this are copied from Excalibur Prime, or sorry, from Excalibur. Same with this one and this one. And those all come from here. So, we use the Void Shell skin because I think that it looks, I mean, obviously it looks the most like the suits they use in Tron. Since these came out, I thought they kind of looked like these sort of power suits. And then, like, a few days ago, I was like, oh my gosh, they look like the Tron suits. They have these energy lines with the pulsating, you get it. And the ability to customize the material was kind of a cherry on the cake. I'm using Iatan Elegance for most of these because it kind of has this sort of rubbery look, which is the most. That's the closest to what you see in the movie. I'm using Crimson Opulence though for, what section is this even? Oh, you can see like in some of the little places just to have some detail, and then we're using Rail Stripes to give a sort of undersuit look. I just feel like this looks like it moves better than this sort of stiff rubber looking material that you see on the other parts. Yeah. Yeah, Void Shell helmet too. Here are, yeah, so that's, you can see the materials. I'll show you the colors real quick. They don't particularly matter, just blacks or dark grays. But, if you like them, pause the video, steal it, be my guest. I make them, but, feel free to cop the fit. Yeah, I'm not using any accessories on Excalibur for this one. No Syandana, no nothing, because I don't feel like any of them work. The Tron characters don't have a whole lot sticking off them or anything like that. They're very sort of smooth, very sleek. Maybe a Syandana would work, like one of the sort of backpack style ones, like the. See, this is a. Let's copy main colors here. Like the wolf. What? Is it just called armor. What? Saturn 6, that's what it is. It's the Saturn 6. Signed on it. This one kind of has that backpack look, but then I would have to adjust the thing, the disc, to sit a little further back. And I like the way it looks like it sits directly on the peg in the back of Excalibur's back. So, that stays. Yeah, explain the weapons. For a Sentinel, they don't really have anything like that either, but I figured if they did, they would probably want something to do scanning and acquire data, so Helios Prime it is. Just copy the Warframe colors. Death Machine Rifle because I like it. No cosplay reason for that one. Didn't do any of these vehicles because they don't have any of this stuff in the Tron universe. No. The ones that we care about in the Tron universe. It's the Tommy cycle. Actually, they're light cycles. This is the Neon Lights livery. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get a little cool little. Whoops. Okay, hold on, guys. I swear I can do this. Animations are kind of busted right now, but I swear they weren't doing this before I started the video. As soon as I hit record. Every time I did that animation, it got like, it's all weird and sticky. Anyway, so just to look at the bike, I copied the Warframe colors again. I might need to come back through though and make them look more black because in this light I can kind of see that it is looking pretty gray. But yeah, the Neon Lights one, it's got these nice little rings in the wheels. They glow. It's got some lines along the bike that glow. It's great. It's perfect for this. This look. What the heck, man? What is going on? I would just press W there. What the heck? Well, that's super busted. Cool. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. That's the bike look for sure. I think you gotta go for it. As that library. Oh, I picked this Captura scene because I love that animation, the way it pops out. Oops. Wait, that feels really on brand too for Tron. I picked this animation or this Captura scene because you know what? While I'm yapping here, let's see. Did I forget anything? Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. Haven't made one of these in a while, like I said. We went through the look. It's a pretty simple look. I think that's why it feels so quick. Okay, yeah. So let's see if we can hit our really awesome thumbnail pose while I explain this to you guys. So I picked this Captura scene because this is actually like my third choice. Because my first choice was Suda's Datascape that you can get like from Cephalon Suda, from the relays and stuff. Ooh, that is awesome. All right, wait, I gotta try out the Sentinel mode. And that is because it's like a digital datascape, right? Yeah, Suda's Datascape it's like the grid, lore-wise. But it's a really small room, unfortunately. So, that didn't work for that. Like, I couldn't jump around like this. Definitely wouldn't have room to drive around the light cycle. So, that wasn't gonna work. That's annoying. So that wasn't gonna work. But... not quite. Good God, I'm sorry guys, I'm distracted as heck right now. So that wasn't gonna work, too small. Then I was like, oh, well, you know, Tron Legacy sort of has this thing, it takes place like, it starts out in this, this arcade. It's like, Kevin Flynn's arcade. It was his dad's or whatever. Oh, yeah, oh. That's fire right there. That might be it. And so I went to the arcade in 1999, and the lighting there is terrible. It's so dark, you can't hardly tell what's going on. And I will say it does make the glowing bits on Excalibur really pop. But, it just doesn't work for me. So, it was too dark to see, like, anything else, any of the surface details on him. So, we ended up here because it reminds me of the tournament scene, where Kevin Flynn duels that guy in the big glass box. Yep. That's about the size of it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, I made a special build for this weapon, guys. It's no big deal. I just put a bunch of extra bounce mods on it, okay, to make it bounce around like it does in the movies. You know, bounce off walls and do crazy stuff before it comes back. Yeah, modded for that. Just for the for the look. I don't you don't need to like stare at it. You get the idea. I think that's our thumbnail too. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I have like 2 more that I'm planning on recording in this session that I'll trickle out to you over the next few weeks. Yeah, thanks for tuning in.